Good morning, world.
Good morning.
Hey, we tried to do a couple episodes for you, but we had some technical difficulties. Well, I guess it was both of us, but I had my microphone setting was too high and everything was distorted, so I had to chuck the whole thing. But we're back.
I don't think they care. They don't care about that.
But we're back with Tom, so I think they care about that, right, Cedric?
Yes, they do. We're going to do a reaction to Tom MacDonald's new song, The Machine. Stay tuned. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. We appreciate Tom letting us do this. He lets us share revenue with him on these reactions, which we really appreciate. But if you'd like to also give us a tip, if you like what you see and you want Cedric and Brian to keep going, it's a little tougher for those of you who have been with us for a while. When we're not in the same location, we got time differences, we have internet lag, we have all these different things that Cedric said you don't care about. But we would love it to get everything up to date, and you can donate to our Venmo if you want. You don't have to. Don't get mad at us for asking, but if you don't ask, you're not going to get anything.
I'm raising my hand. You can't see me.
Oh, I see you now.
Or
I see him.
What they can do is they don't want to donate to that. You have like 3 or 4 days left, depending on when this comes out, to donate to me personally in honor of Black History Month, and then I can use those funds to get us up and going. You know I don't care about Black History Month. It was a joke. All right.
All right. He doesn't care so much that he told me that can I bring up your daughter, or should I not bring up your daughter?
No, not yet. It's too soon.
Okay.
Too soon.
All right. Check back in with us. All right. You ready to do this? It's a Tom MacDonald called The Machine. You ready, Cedric?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. And yes, we do pause.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture, Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is...
Okay, hold on, I gotta go back. Sorry.
Oh, you pausing already?
I am pausing already. How do you call this a democracy when what did he say? The communists are in charge.
Are in charge, yes. You bamboozled me. I thought for sure Ben Shapiro was going to be on this one.
Sorry, no Ben. No Ben on this one.
I've been bamboozled.
My space bar is not working again on the stop and the start, so I apologize. I'm going to have to actually use the mouse, so here we go.
Without getting political, the system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture, Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Yes.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican.
How true is that?
There's a lot of things there I should have written down, but I didn't write them down. He said, you're not on the plantation, but we're still slaves. And that is applicable to not only black people, but white people as well. It's like we're all slaves to the system. And if I caught it correctly there, he said the banning of books. And you and I had this discussion a couple of years ago because you're an avid reader, but you like to read everything on your Kindle. What if we do away with the binders and the actual hard copy books and everything's on the computer and they just get rid of it?
Yeah. No,
I know that won't happen, but it's just weird how everything's going to electronic medium.
Well, what they've done is they've made the book 1984 much easier, because those of you who read 1984, his job, the main character's job, was to go back and basically rewrite history. But back then, they actually had to take all the books back from people, rewrite them, and then give them back. Now they do it in real time. If you watch Wikipedia, they can change things on the fly. So they don't even need to take stuff away. They just change it on the fly. if you don't screenshot something, then you have no evidence of it.
It's a damn shame.
Damn shame.
I am not a liberal, progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get.
You use your line there, Cedric. Two wings
Whether you're
of the same
left
plane.
wing or right wing, we're all part of the same bird or the same plane, whatever you want to use. Awesome.
And I mean, I agree. If you go back in history, at least since Reagan, is that both sides seem to be doing basically the same thing. Their rhetoric is different, just to divide people. I think that's why neither side liked Trump, because he wasn't really part of either wing. He was kind of his own thing. It's unfortunately that he was tweet happy and he pissed too many people off, because other than that, I like some of the stuff that he did. So,
absolutely.
The same side, two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized. It's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platform.
I know I stopped again, Cedric, but this is relevant right now. Have you seen that new Gemini system with Google?
Yes. Yes.
Where if you type stuff in, and I don't know if it's just because it's Black History Month, but basically everybody's black or they're biracial couples.
I'm going to type you in and say, well, we did that a long time ago.
There's no that was just the regular Google, where if you put in couples, it was always, there was never like just two white people.
Right.
But I guess it's Gemini is like that on steroids now.
Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us, and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Very nice. Very nice. I was talking to a mutual friend of ours yesterday, Brian and Michelle. She had a breakdown this week. I'm going to get the numbers wrong. I think she has 30 or 32 boys in her class. And she said it's just rough. And I forget what Tom said exactly in that one lyric. He said they're not even teaching kids how to think for themselves. They're just pumping them full of information to memorize.
Misinformation.
Just take it in and regurgitate it and go on. And now with the tax season coming up, I love that funny meme that says, I am so happy that I spent all that time on parallelograms because it's going to come in so handy during parallelogram season this year.
Oh, man. I had one teacher, and a lot of people didn't like him. It was my math teacher. I took him actually 3 out of the 4 years in high school because I liked the way he taught, because he did teach you how to think. I mean, it was math related, but he just didn't teach you. I had the 1 year, my sophomore year, I just had a teacher who just memorized this and then regurgitate it. But the other teacher would teach you how he came up with it, and you actually had to work through it and think about it. And he was always my favorite teacher in high school, and nobody else liked him. I mean, people didn't like his class because he was harder to them because they couldn't just memorize stuff. And And
Are you telling me?
unfortunately, there's not more teachers like that.
Yeah. Are you telling me math wasn't racist at that time?
It probably was. I don't know. I think it favored because I'm not trying to brag here, but in the class, the only person that was above me in my math class in this particular class was a kid from Vietnam because the Vietnamese influx was big back then. And It's funny, he barely spoke English, but man, he got almost straight A's and everything because their work ethic was just different than us lazy Americans back then.
Yeah.
But he was my competition in that math class. So, but it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was a class of 3 students.
Yeah, whatever, Cedric.
Just asking.
Just can't give me props, can you?
Got nothing but love for you, brother.
Well, we wanted to get back on. We missed all last week. I had an episode for you, and then when I went to edit it, there was 2 things. So mine was the sound volume, and Cedric cut his head off about right here on the camera.
So we're not going to use that one?
I told him to back the camera up.
So we're not going to use that video?
I told you I couldn't. I told you when I was editing it, it was a comments video. We'll do another comments video. Hopefully you comment on this, and we get some good material for our Comments Friday.
All right, you guys. The Machine, great song. Like we always say about Tom's songs, first of all, props to Nova. She's always in the background, but never forgotten. Make sure you download that on iTunes and Amazon, whatever streaming service you use, so you can pump this up. Welcome, if you're new to our channel, who checked out last Tom's song because Ben Shapiro was on it.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, who's this Tom MacDonald guy? So welcome to the Hangover Gang. But make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and continue sharing our channel with everyone you know from California to Tennessee and everywhere in between. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. We'll see you later.